Welcome back to Supernova Traveler. If you are new, thank you for joining our Travel Around the World family. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are returning, thank you for your support and share my channel and continue your journey. Today we review 90 Day Fiance Season 8, Episode 4, What's Mine is Mine. And in some cases, what's mine is also my cousin's. Let us start with Natalie and Mike. We start the episode off with Mike and Natalie, and they are just boring and so dry. They make French toast and Natalie is not having it. She thinks it is so unhealthy. She makes this face like she is disgusted by even putting it in her mouth. This dry behind French toast because she didn't put no syrup on it. She is feeling bad because she flew across the world for a man that was not prepared for her. He has an empty fridge, nothing that she likes, and she is pretty much living in a trailer on a farm and not a house on a farm.
Love, do you have to clean this?
You gonna clean up some carrots and eat them?
So Natalie and Mike go into town, and if I was Natalie, I would have fainted. That is not a town. That is not a city. I don't even know what that is. That's something from some old 1950s movie, and I'm not about it. This poor girl then came from Russia, even though I know she's crazy. She can't drive, and he doesn't have any time to spend with her. She's stuck in a cold trailer all day while he's at work, and it's as if he doesn't understand that. And they're in this weird space. Natalie asks Mike if they can go and see this beautiful waterfall that's supposed to be famous near Sequim. And he says no, they can't go for another 2 weeks. And that's because he has to request time off from work. And Natalie, in her frustration and being trapped in the house, just starts to cry out in just frustration. And I'm like, I can't live there. So I can't even fault the woman for having the feelings she's having this episode, because I don't know what I will go stir crazy. Next couple is Rebecca and Zeeed. Their story is extremely short. Rebecca is stalking the embassy website to see when Zeeed gets approved. She keeps pressing the button to refresh. This is unbelievable, but whatever. We're going to go along with the story. He finally does, and she just looks like a crazy stalker woman.
Checking. Every time I look at it, it just says administrative processing. When I'm not working, I definitely feel better having something to do.
Like, as soon as she finds out that he's been approved for his visa, she then calls Zeeed, and we get introduced to Zeeed, and Zeeed is basically going around town, finding some jewelry to take to Rebecca for when he leaves, and we see him saying his goodbyes to his family, and that's it. Move on to the next couple. We finally catch up with Brandon and Julia, and they're packing their bags, leaving Washington, D.C. to go to the farm. And as they're driving, all you see is farmland and woods. And Julia asked the question, where is the closest store? Or how far are we from town? And they tell her that they're about an hour walk from the nearest store. And I'm telling you, I'm like Julia. I'm from the city. I need my stores walking distance from my home, not no 1 hour plus away. And then they go ahead and offer her, oh, we can buy you a bike. I don't want no bike. I want to walk to the store. And we find that Brandon's mom controlling nature just doesn't end. And Julia is right. The whole family is pushing their dreams of running a farm on her. No one asked her if this is what she wants to do. It's as if it is expected that she jumps right into farm life. We finally get inside the house. And not only do they have animals outside, they have animals inside, like iguanas and crickets in a trash can. Then we go see the bedrooms, and I have to say I was really appalled and disappointed. Like, Brandon's room looks nice, clean, well put together, like a guest bedroom. His mom even has the audacity to put condoms out where everyone can see, so she obviously expects that Julia and Brandon will be having sex in the house, but sleeping in separate rooms. So what exactly is them sleeping separately doing except adding a sense of control to Betty? Julia's room looks like a construction site, and the mom expects her to want to stay in it. Like, from forcing her to work on a farm and then giving her indentured servitude quarters, I'm starting to wonder what the respect level this family actually has for this girl.
I see forest. This little scare me. This is different Russia. I'm so serious. I scare.
Julia tries to play dumb and see if they can sleep in the same room, but his dad is not having it. They will be in separate rooms.
I'm scared. I scared to sleep first night without you.
Yeah, she's scared to sleep alone.
Our next couple is Andrew and Amira, and I have to start off by letting you know I don't like Andrew. There's something about him that comes through the screen that is not charismatic, and he seems really, really selfish. And he reminds me of Colt. I know he has a daycare with his mom, but he reminds me of Colt. We see Amira finally gets on the plane to Mexico after she has been emotionally blackmailed by Andrew, who basically told her that if she did not get on a plane, then she doesn't really love him. And we see Andrew leaving for Mexico as well. His mom is driving him to the airport. And once he gets to Mexico, we find out that Amira has been detained. So while she is detained in probably some cold, sad place, he gets to go to his hotel and sleep comfortably till he can find out what is going on in the morning. And personally, as a woman, I don't think Andrew tried very hard to find out where she was. Like, I'm gonna need him to try a little bit harder to find out where in the world his fiance is. Jovi and Yara go to the furniture store to pick up a mirror and a rug. You know, just a little few things to spruce up the place and make it feel more like home for Yara. And the biggest problem I see with this couple is that they are not tactful when speaking to each other. And the salesperson is too involved in the relationship with too many opinions.
Downtown?
Warehouse district.
Oh, warehouse? That's nice.
Yeah, she don't think so.
Huh? That's the nicest part of New Orleans.
Her apartment's too small.
Girl, sell the merchandise. During shopping, Jovi says that he does not want a sparkly rug in his apartment.
I'm sorry.
I don't like this rug. I'm not putting it in my apartment.
Your apartment.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Choose wherever you want.
And I have to admit, in any relationship, if I was moving in with a guy, no matter what country I was coming from, if they used those words, I too would feel unwelcomed and as if I could be replaced anytime they choose.
if Yara was my friend, I'll tell her to slow down because he might not be the one. He's a little snippy, so I'm not used to that.
So just saying that makes a person feel like they are in limbo or like the partner is not really ready and they're ready to opt out whenever they want. So I understand where Yara comes from, but I think they both kind of bicker and they really have poor communication with one another.
You move for me, it's everything for me. That when we need to choose something, you tell me like, oh, this is my apartment.
We finally meet our last couple, Stephanie and Ryan. And Stephanie, who is an owner of a beauty spa business, and we know that she is here for some free advertisement.
I like to stay young by doing my youth serum shots every morning. I inject myself with Sermorelin.
Stephanie is definitely trying to bring the drama, so let's see how this story unfolds. Stephanie is dating the 27-year-old Ryan, and she has nicknamed her, or him, her cub. You know, because she is a cougar, and this lady owns a cat, and her cat wants nothing to do with her because it already knows that she's shady and is running away from her and the cameras because they don't want none of this drama.
Actually told me a few years back that Ryan was still talking to his ex-girlfriend.
We get a call from Ryan because he finally answers his phone and he says he is cooking with his friends and had been fishing, which is why he hadn't answered his phone all day. So the drama hits the fan during a tarot card reading with Stephanie. The cards uncover some hidden truths not yet told. Stephanie picks a card that her friend reads as Ryan having 2 female lovers. Then she pulls another card with a snake, and that card is interpreted as deception surrounding Stephanie, and her friend warns her to keep an eye on him. But lo and behold,
His cousin, Harris, called me, and I slept with his cousin.
it looks like Stephanie took the phrase, "the best way to get over one man is to get under another," as an invite to family affairs. This woman is too tit for tat and not emotionally stable. She is upset with Ryan talking to other women with no proof of actual cheating, and she goes and has sex with his cousin. So those cards are def picking up on her lies. Honestly, I'm so here for this couple. She has the audacity to accuse this man of cheating on her with no evidence, supposedly breaks up with him for a few hours, sleeps with his cousin, then gets back with him, wants to marry him. All along, she has his mother's number to keep track of him.
I get worried when I don't hear from Ryan, but I call his mom because I know he checks in with his mom every day.
This woman is crazy. She's going to bring a lot of craziness to this show. I'm excited. I'm excited for this only couple because everyone else seems really boring. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of 90 Day Fiance. Hope to see you again shortly. Please remember to comment, subscribe, and like, and share my channel with other people. I appreciate it.